As you begin to focus more deeply on the ideas of how you think, feel and react, you might start to notice the subtle but powerful ways in which your brain works, especially in terms of how we mirror, reflect and respond to the actions and emotions of others. Perhaps right now you can imagine a moment where someone in your life, whether a friend, colleague or even a stranger, expressed an emotion, an action or a simple gesture. And without even thinking about it, your body, your own feelings responded almost automatically, didn't it? You might notice this mirroring. It isn't something you consciously decide to do, but it happens, and when it happens, you experience what's known as mirror neurons at play. These mirror neurons are the brain's way of creating connection, helping you to feel what others feel, experience what others experience, almost as if you're walking in their shoes. Isn't it fascinating to think about how quickly this occurs, without you needing to control it? And perhaps there was a time when someone else's emotion became your own without you even realising it. Maybe you found yourself smiling simply because someone else was smiling, or perhaps feeling anxious because someone else did. Now imagine for a moment, what would happen if you could consciously choose to use these powerful mirror neurons to your advantage? You can. Because, as you've already begun to realise, everything you experience can shift, change and adapt once you start to understand how it all works. You see, when the reptilian brain, your ancient primal brain, detects an emotional response, it sends a signal up to your neocortex, your higher brain, the thinking, reasoning brain. This is the part of you that helps make sense of the emotions, but also likes to look for patterns, connections, and sometimes even ways to distort the truth so it fits what you already believe or want to believe. It's as if the brain looks for a comfortable place to rest, a way to frame the situation in a way that feels familiar. And isn't it interesting, because it's the same neocortex that's developed ways to justify what the reptilian brain feels. But here's the key. The moment you recognise this, you begin to notice how your perceptions are influenced, how your beliefs shift, and how your brain frames the world based on these initial emotional responses. Now let me ask you, what if you could change the frame right now? You see, it's all about the patterns in your mind, the patterns in your behaviour, patterns that were learned long ago, perhaps even before you were consciously aware of them. But what if, by simply noticing these patterns, you could create new ones, stronger, clearer, more empowering patterns that reflect the truth of what you want to believe and experience? And the beauty is, once you start changing those old patterns, you can feel how the body naturally follows along too. How easy it becomes to simply shift your perception. As you begin to realise how fluid and adaptable your brain is, you might find you're able to respond differently to situations, to see the world with fresh eyes, and to reframe your experiences in ways that empower you. And doesn't it feel good to know that you can take control over the process, guiding your own mind, guiding your own beliefs, guiding your own emotions? In fact, the next time you notice an emotional response, whether it's joy, anger, or even frustration, you can begin to notice where it's coming from and how your own mind starts to interpret it. And just as easily, you can choose to reframe it. You can choose to reframe it in the way that feels right, a way that serves you, a way that opens new possibility. And now, you can also realise, just like when you mirror someone else's emotions, you can choose what to mirror. Perhaps right now, you can feel a sense of calmness, peace, or perhaps even a deep sense of empowerment, as you notice how easy it is to change your perception, how easy it is to reshape your beliefs, how easy it is to reframe your reality in a way that feels better, clearer, and more aligned with what you truly want. You see, as you become aware of this process, you start to see the infinite potential within yourself to choose new ways of thinking, new ways of feeling, and new ways of being. When you begin to mirror those positive states, you find yourself attracting more of them naturally. It becomes a feedback loop. Your brain responds, your body responds. Your emotions, they align with the higher thought processes. It all becomes easier and easier to shift, to change, to adapt and to grow. As this understanding settles deeper into your mind, you realize everything, absolutely everything, can be framed. Framing your thoughts, framing your beliefs, framing your emotions, framing your responses. All of it can be moulded by the simple awareness that you have the power to decide. You can decide how you feel, how you react, and how you perceive the world. In fact, it might already be happening right now. Can you feel it? The subtle shifts, the internal awareness, the deepening realization that your mind and your body, they're working together in harmony to create a new reality for you. And in this moment, as you continue to explore this, perhaps you'll notice how easy it is for your mind to simply accept that this is who you're becoming. A master of perception, a master of your own emotional responses, a creator of your own frame of reality. So as we go forward, you might find more and more often you begin to effortlessly make these shifts. You begin to notice how your emotional responses change. The patterns in your thinking and actions, they align more closely with your desires. And as you continue to do this, you might even notice how much more confident you feel, how much more in control you are of your own thoughts and experiences. And as this realization grows, you'll start to see just how natural it becomes to be the architect of your own mind, framing your own beliefs, responding with greater ease, and creating a life that fits perfectly with the person you're becoming. And as you continue to embrace this, you might wonder, what else is possible? Now that you understand the power of your own mind, your own mirror neurons, your ability to reframe reality. It's almost as if the world itself is your canvas, and you are the artist.